Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live stream of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's 2013 Costume Institute Benefit, presented by the Metropolitan Museum, Moda Operandi, Vogue, and Samsung. I'm HILARY RHODA here with Vogue's very own Billy Norwich.
We're coming to you live from New York at this remarkable event. This year's Costume Institute exhibition, Punk, Chaos to Couture, is on view here from this Thursday through August 14th. The exhibition explores punk's impact on high fashion. Hilary and I are looking forward to seeing who and how the guests incorporate that theme into their red carpet looks. Check out the amount of media here tonight from around the world. I don't think I've ever seen so many photographers in my life.
The Costume Institute Gala has a very long history. It's been an annual social event in New York City since 1948. The gala celebrates the opening of the Metropolitan Museum's fashion exhibition at the Costume Institute.
Each year there's a different theme related to the exhibition. This year it is Punk, Chaos to Couture. The focus may change, but one thing is for certain. The gala consistently draws a who's who of fashion, Hollywood, the arts, athletics, and society.
The annual Costume Institute fundraising gala at the Met has come to be known simply as the Party of the Year. Over the years, the gala has become a reflection of our changing culture, not to mention an ever more glamorous arena for high fashion. Through the eyes of its curators, the Costume Institute's extraordinary holdings have evoked themes that run the gamut from historical periods to genres to individual design innovators. In turn, the galas have served to establish and confirm fashion trends through both the exhibitions themselves and the bravura sartorial choices of the guests.
Well, the curator of the exhibition, Andrew Bolton, told me that the color of punk is pink, so I'm in pink by Chanel.
I don't think I had a punk fashion phase, but I think I was definitely a punk.
I'd love to see some real punks, like street punks.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Probably not invited, I don't know.
Start with a good dress and then add everything else on top of it. My dress is Dolce & Gabbana Alta Moda. I went to the exhibition this morning and saw, and I just got inspired to just layer and layer.
I went through a punk phase and I, in rebellion, dyed my hair blue and thought my mom was going to be really pissed. But then when I came home, she was like, your hair looks great. So I failed at my punk.
Were you at the clubs? Were you at CBGB?
I never did punk. I just said to Anna, I didn't do punk. I skipped punk and went straight to couture. I never did punk.
You guys look absolutely beautiful. You're wearing
Rodarte.
love that. Sister.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love it.
Hey, I'm here with Karen Elson and her fabulous nose ring.
Hello. Gotta punk it up a little bit.
Does it hurt?
No. Actually, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it for real. I love it.
It's not real.
It's not. No, it's fake, for sure.
Riccardo Tisci is co-chair of tonight's gala, along with Anna Wintour, ROONEY Mara, Lauren Santo Domingo, and of course, Beyonce. Riccardo knew the theme of punk would allow for fun, freedom, and a bit of edge. We decided he'd be a good go-to guy to give us his thoughts on the punk movement and its in-your-face impact on fashion. Let's take a look.
I'm not very into like punk, the literal punk, copied punk, like, you know. I think it's been so many beautiful interpretations, and for me punk is mostly about attitude. I found some people very punk without, like, you know, using studs or without using mohair, without using graffiti or, like, you know, print. I think punk is not only about look or music moment. Punk for me is about really the attitude of people and really the rebellion, the fact that, you know, not follow all the mass.
is Burberry. It was actually made for me, and it's absolutely perfect. It's so good. I know when I saw it, I was slightly worried it'd be quite heavy, but it's so light.
Dyed my hair black for tonight with like spray paint, and I just, I had to embrace the punk theme, and so, the hair was the hard part. The dress was a piece of cake.
I love the spike detail. Your whole collection this past season had a little bit of a punk rock edge to it.
It was the spirit of the last collection was punk. I want to celebrate the period of my brother when he did World Punk, and today at this exhibition with the punk thing is amazing.
I hope that all the punks out there
Right?
are still punking it up.
Attending a gala like the Met Costume Institute benefit, you want to look your absolute best. We met up with the lovely Kate Bosworth and Olivier Roustan of Balmain to see what it takes to prepare for an event like tonight. Check it out.
It's young and it's fun, and I think that's so much what the Met is about. Yes, it's black tie, and yes, it's formal, but it's an event where you feel like you could take your shoes off and dance the night away, and I think that's what makes it really special. And people do.
And people do.
I have done it.
I'm in love with the idea of this exhibition, and seeing that kind of rebellion throughout the years, and the idea of chaos to couture.
I felt like I kind of was like a punk rock, like Addams Family, Morticia. I love this. I'm like, I want to wear this every day because it feels so good, and it was amazing to not have to sit there and try on a million times. It's just fun to really get to stick to like a character tonight and get to be punk.
The most punk thing I ever did was sneak out of my window to watch a movie at like 12:30 at night a.m. And I was such a clean-cut kid that was probably the worst thing I ever did.
I feel very elegant, but kind of punk rock because it's leather.
Having short hair has been very liberating tonight, and we were trying to sort of keep up with how incredible the dress was.
Tori, the punk years, what do you remember most?
Well, I don't remember much, and this is as punk as I'll ever get, Billy.
Really excited to see some mohawks. Unfortunately, it didn't kind of work with my look today, but I almost went for it. I almost did the mohawk.
The mohawk, but we pulled in at the end.
Yeah, we chickened out.
I love the bow tie. Hope you can see the bow tie.
Yeah, I hope you guys can see this like with leather and this one. And especially the reason why I chose this dotted like red color, because the concept of the night is punk. So this is what I thought about punk.
So Claire Boucher, also known as Grimes, is a talented musician and performer. Her unique fashion sense recently caught the eye of Karl Lagerfeld, and tonight she will be wearing Chanel. We were able to meet up with her before the gala and get an exclusive look at her fitting.
Make him, tell him to come in.
I mean, punk's relationship with fashion is really interesting because punk is sort of was initially like a rejection of fashion. I think the Met doing a punk exhibit is an interesting thing.
Check out this little punk number. A nice safety artwork.
It's beautiful.
Actually, we did meet. We were punks when we met.
I love it.
Isn't that shocking?
This is Givenchy, pretty much from head to toe. Well, head's Frank Ocean and the toes, Givenchy.
Yeah. I mean, we all come out and sort of celebrate and pay, our respects to, various interesting eras of fashion that moved us as people,
When I did punk all those years ago, my motive was the same, justice and try and have a better world. It really was about that.
In fact, we decided to honor Vera's design. I put all this purple highlights in my hair to have a punk moment, and I was like, I've never done anything like this before in my life, to rock some purple streaks.
Streaming is the way to go.
That's the way, right.
In Europe, I just want to say, hello Europe!
is the curator in the Costume Institute at the Met and has overseen many of the museum's most memorable exhibitions, including the record-breaking Alexander McQueen show in 2011. The influence of punk's aesthetic is something he's been wanting to explore in greater depth since he touched on the attitude of punk and Anglomania in 2006. Let's take a look.
An extraordinary potency to those images you see of punks in the 70s, and an integrity actually, and an authenticity to them, which I think continues to engage people now.
I wanted to be glamorous but still funky, and so I think every time you step on a red carpet you should try to step out of the box.
I wanted to pay attention to the theme, I wanted to embrace it, I wanted to not embarrass this kind gentleman who agreed to accompany me, and so now, yes, you should move on to this.
My jacket is an old Tom Ford tuxedo, and it was customized by my friend David Thomas, who's been designing this jewelry, David Thomas Gentleman.
Fashion, you know, just is very, I think, everyone has their own take on it, so it'll be really interesting to me to see what the designers and everyone else, you know, really feels about punk.
Yeah, well, today I had a long practice and I happened to drive home and get ready for this extraordinary event, so I was able to put together a Calvin Klein collection suit.
This year I'm wearing Lanvin, and I just wanted to get some color. You know, this year's theme is a little different than last year, so I just wanted to get some color and brighten up the moment a little bit.
This kind of opens the Met up to an entirely new audience. With supporters like Moda Operandi and Vogue, we're reaching an entirely new audience, so it's great. And the money we raise is going towards the rebuilding of the Costume Institute.
The planning for an event of this scale starts very early. Here's a look at the concept behind the exhibition and gala event. Check it out.
It really represents how amazing they were doing DIY fashion. I mean, that's really what we're trying to get across, and that's how you want to inspire people. This exhibition is about how you can make something out of nothing.
So I love the Met. It's the Oscars of fashion, and to have a date like Stacy, who is so fun and such a girl's girl and is open to collaboration, it's like a dream.
Well, I was going to wear a tuxedo, which I thought would actually be the most subversive thing to wear for punk, but then I kind of got all dressed and I thought, like, nah, I'm not going to make it through the evening in a tuxedo. So I decided to wear this Comme des Garçons suit, which I felt was just a bit more festive.
I guess it's punk in that I've gone just totally classic on a punk night.
I'm wearing Erdem. That's Erdem. I'm wearing him.
I have my cape, which, you know, I don't know how many capes there's going to be here.
It's the only cape tonight. And let's see the belt a little bit. Can the camera see that? That's fantastic. It's beautiful.
Oh man, provoke, please. Provoke something.
Provoke.
Do something.
Yeah. It's a vintage Valentino.
Wow, that is beautiful.
I couldn't believe it when he sent me the picture, because he had asked me if I wanted to wear archive, and I said, well, of course I want to wear archive, but have you ever done anything punk, darling?
I thought to myself, oh, if I wore this, I feel like I would be the original punk, like a Joan of Arc. And so I contacted Dolce & Gabbana, and they were pleasantly excited to be part, and we just all decided we were going to go together then.
It has been an amazing night. Thanks to my co-host, Billy Norwich. What a wonderful evening. We are so honored to have hosted this live stream of arrivals at the Met's Costume Institute Gala. We hope you guys enjoyed it and hope to make it to the Met to see the punk Chaos de Couture. This fantastic exhibition will be on view from Thursday until August 14th. Thank you so much to everyone who watched and also those who participated on Twitter. I think it's time to head inside, you guys. Have a good night.